Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. It is hot, but at the same time, not that bad. I've been outside and gone for walkies, and it was hot. Sun is pounding down, but it's hot without being a driving force. I mean, I've been outside even here where it's been like you're a nail and the sun is a hammer. So this is actually nice. In fact, I'm going to be going out for another walk later on. But thumbs up for that. In fact, it was. I have been lamenting about, oh, the light turned off in my bathroom, lamenting about how I have not been able to go out for walkies a lot lately because it's so hot. Well, I went out there and I was wanting to go further, but I was also hurting. So I made a long circle and it was good. Very, very good. Thumbs up for that. My leg was feeling good. So it was all around good. Now, I am fully off of the med Buprion / Wellbutrin for ADHD. Last week, I called in my med on Monday or Tuesday. Can't remember which. I think it must have been Monday. But because of the 4th, it was going to be late, and so they said it would be delivered on Saturday. Now, I have a box here that I have to open up, and I have been waiting for the med. It has not showed up. So I called them up today, and I said, hey, is that med ever going to show up? They said it was mailed out on the 4th and delivered on Saturday. I didn't get it in my box. They will sometimes just toss stuff into the community center. I've been checking the community center. Nobody's brought any med out to me. When they delivered it on Saturday, I don't know what the heck they did with it. So I've got to call up the Veterans Administration again, write down the tracking number, find out who delivered it, and say, where did you deliver it? Because you didn't deliver it to me. Because this is ridiculous. I am fully off the med. It was not delivered to me. If they threw it in the community center, it's just open. It's like throwing a package for somebody out in the street and saying it's delivered. So no, it didn't show up, and I'm not happy about this. Thumbs up for that. Anyway though, welcome. Today was a therapy day, and I also took a shower this morning. And when I've got the two things lined up like that, it's usually around noon before I'm ready to go out into the day. Because it's been nicer weather today, hot without being destruction, I went out for a long, full walk. I miss going out for a 1 or 2 hour walk. Haven't been able to do that for a while, especially now in the heat. So, going to be going out later. If I can't do it all in one run, I like to do a bunch of smaller runs. But with the heat, it's hard. And talking with my therapist today, yeah, I don't like to say I'm old. I will admit to being older. But people of my age and all, yeah, it's dangerous to go out in the heat. Things can go south very fast. And once you start getting really confused, if you get confused from the heat, you have a very small window of time to get things fixed before you need to be hospitalized or worse. So, I am careful. I mean, talking with my therapist, again, my mother died at about 74. My father, genetic father, died at 81. So the odds are semi-stacked in my favor. But now I can't even remember where I was going with that because I'm off the other ADHD med, the Wellbutrin. So my apologies. I know I was talking about health and all that. Oh yes, that's why. Because I'm turned 62 this year. And I have, over the past 10 years and some, watched a lot of people that I was looking through at the media, following through the decades, and they're not even making it to 70 before they kick off. Like Janelle Jacques, when she died at 67, I bet that was a shocker to her, you know, until she actually became dead, at which point she didn't feel anything anymore. But oh boy, I don't want 67. That's only 5 years from now. I got all sorts of things that I'd like to do that I'm not going to be able to do in the time that I have left, and you make that even shorter, and I'm really going to feel it not doing them. I can only do so many things. With the hand that I was dealt in the poker game of life, I'm not going to be doing anything big with my life. I never had a chance to do that. But, which is why I'm glad I did what little I could in my early part of my life, like traveling through Europe and all that. Thanks to the United States Air Force. Yay. So past that, I've just been having the doctor's appointments yesterday. Well, one doctor's appointment yesterday. And then my therapist appointment today. And then making some phone calls as well. I've done more today than I usually do. So I don't feel bad that I'm not doing an incredible amount. I am trying and I'm doing what I can. I'm picking at my arm here too. Feeling like I have, picking at my arm, felt like I had a crawling bug on it. I have mentioned before how I get bites from mosquitoes on my knees. I've gotten more mosquito bites on my knees. I never get a ton of them. I'll get like 1, 2, occasionally 3. They won't be all on the same day. I'll have like 1. And then 2 days later I'll get another one. And then 2 days later I'll get another 1. So I've got a line of mosquito bites on my knees. But it's never a huge amount all in one day. But it's just weird that they only go for my knees and the back of my neck. Because it's only my knees. I sleep at night with my feet uncovered. Or I will overheat. They have never bitten my feet. I've never gotten them, well, here. I've never gotten a mosquito bite on any of my uncovered feet. They don't bite any of my uncovered legs when I get up in the morning. They don't bite there. They don't bite my thighs. They don't bite my arms. They don't bite my chest. They don't bite my back. They bite my knees. And even at that, I'll be waking up in the morning. I'll get dressed. And then I will have no bite on one of my knees. And then later on in the day, I will have a bite show up on that knee. The mosquito landed on my knee, bit me through my pants leg, and then flew away. Now they do that. They will bite you through clothing if they can get their little biter, the little pokey part, the proboscis in through the fibers. They'll get you. And when it's over my knees, it's kind of tight so they can get it through there. And it says, it's annoying that it's only on my knees. I mean, I'd rather never get a mosquito bite at all. Don't get me wrong. And I don't like getting them on the back of my neck because it's on the back of my neck usually where this stuff rubs. But it's an exquisite type of torture to have a mosquito bite on your knee, and then as you're walking, having the pant leg rub up against that mosquito bite. It is something that just makes the entire surface of my knee feel like it's a mosquito bite. It's just, So you gotta love that. But, just taking a look at my list here, there's just one thing I talked about, my med. Oh yes, this one is only because it's cool. There is an area that I actually, in one of my older videos when I was walking around here in the past couple of years, where I found a drainage area and I had taken pictures of the one drainage thing. Well, today I finally, because I've been walking into those drainage divot areas, I made a video about that, I walked into this one drainage divot area that you can't really see into, and it's almost an island thing for traffic, around on most of the edges. It was really cool. Most of it is hidden. And I walked down and around and then in. And the part that I thought was pretty awesome, most of it is dry. But because it's a drainage divot with aquifer type area stuff, one area is very green with trees and bushes. And I walked over to it, and my sniffer doesn't work great. But I got into the middle of it and was looking around, and it was like, oh my God, it smells like mint. It really smells like mint. It wasn't overpowering, but now I still have to look up what the mint plant looks like because it was mint. I think there was just a big patch of wild mint that lives there because it smelled like mint. Thumbs up for that. And then the only other thing that I really have is I made a post about this from software way back when, made the Kingsfield series. 4 in the series, 1 never came out in the United States. They released, I think it's a weird numbering. There was 1 through 4 in Japan, and they released 3 of those. I've got, of the releases, of the 3 releases, there's Kingsfield 1, Kingsfield 2, and Kingsfield the Ancient City for the PlayStation 2. I have never been able to beat them. They are early Souls-likes. But even in the very beginning, From Software showed that they're not afraid to do cheap shots just to teach you that nothing is safe. The first Kingsfield, you start off on a raised area surrounded by water, and there's areas that you can see that looks like ground and then surrounded by not ground. And if you accidentally go into the deep parts of the water, you die. Instantly, you die. That's just death. Going into deep water is death. You learn that quickly. There's this one area where there's a kraken. They're octopus-like things. Because it's big, you have to be on one of those ledges that's under the water, and it's not very big. There are also these fish that go through the water quickly, and when they hit you, they'll knock you over. So if you're near the edge of one of those areas that goes into deep water, they'll hit you, you die. There are bridges that you can go over the water. Sometimes there's land under the water there, so you're safe if you fall. Sometimes there's not. The fish can knock you off the land. In 2 minutes, I died about 12 times trying to remind myself how to play. It's that fast. And when you fight the creatures, you're not having to do any of the complex stuff that you do in any of the modern Souls-likes. The only thing you can do is move front and back, side to side, and then there's strafe buttons. These don't even use the thumbsticks. It's all with the D-pad. So you've got to strafe with the D-pad, and turn with the D-pad, strafe with the bumpers, and to look up and down. Because there's no thumbsticks, you have to press the right trigger to look down, press the left trigger to look back up. And none of it is fast. Everything is slow. You go to turn, it takes time. There is no fast combat on your side. Because when you swing, your stamina goes away, and then you have to wait for it to come back. And you're also hit with a whole bunch of, you might want to check for secrets. So you go up against the wall and you press the action button to check for secrets. Some of those secrets are spikes that come out and kill you. You can only save, it saves spots. So you have to go from the save spot, venture out, do something, achieve a goal, and then make it back to another save spot or the same one, because if you die, you start all over at that save spot. So you can strafe side to side, or go front and back, or turn. Look up, look down. It is torture, but oh my God, it is also so much fun. When you kill a beastie using these controls, it's good. So yes, I did not use my original Kingsfield discs, nor did I use my PlayStation 1, the little portable thing where I have the LCD screen that you can play on it. I didn't do that. I downloaded DuckStation. It's a PlayStation 1 emulator, and I played it on that. I hate nostalgia, but my God, it felt so good to listen to the PlayStation 1 sound again. The sound that the machine makes when it goes meow, and then from the disc as it comes up and it plays the ding 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 sound, and oh, it was beautiful. So many good memories of I bought a PlayStation in '96. One of those big, bulky, flat gray things. Awesome machine. But yes, I played that. I've got a whole bunch of my PlayStation discs actually back in my storage unit. A lot of fat use that's doing me here. A lot of fat use. I don't know if you could play those discs off DuckStation using the USB DVD drive. That might work. Or I could get a ripped ISO that I would take from one of my legally owned discs and then play it on DuckStation. So thumbs up. Anyway, though, I have not been doing much, but I hope to do a whole lot more. I think I mentioned this yesterday, how I just keep playing Fallout New Vegas. I keep going back. I can't stop. Every time something happens where I figure, it's just too much trouble with that one character, I start it up again. It's become my comfort thing. As I talked with my therapist, I am a stress eater, which is right now one of my issues that I have with my weight. I'm at like 215, and I want to be around 180. That's a good weight for me. I was at 160 when I lost half my body weight once, and I've slowly inched upward. 160, unhealthy. 170, still unhealthy. 180, doing pretty good. Up from there, not good. So I haven't gained an incredible amount back, but if we look at 170 to now, that's like almost 40 pounds. Still though, life is life. So hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done, and if it's hot where you are, please be careful. And if it's not hot where you are, well, still be careful. I mean, always be careful. I mean, remember, it took me 61 years to learn this. But remember, you are not special. And by that I mean, just because you are you does not mean a car ain't gonna hit you and make you die. Just because you are you does not mean that, getting behind the wheel of a vehicle when you've had some stuff to drink isn't going to make you die. The universe does not care. Please be careful. You're not special. You are special in that you're a human being and that we are kind of special. But then that's, of course, a member of the human race saying that about the human race. So I think I'm kind of biased by that. But yeah, we are special in that fashion. But you in particular, just like me in particular, and any other person out there in particular, ain't special. The universe will step on you like a bug, and it will not care. Your crushed and broken carcass will be left to rot as a warning for other people that they are not special. If you want to think about that one, Go Google pictures of Mount Everest. When you're standing in line, you're standing in line next to so many human corpses because it's too cold and too dangerous to go get them. They all thought they were special. Their corpses are stuck up there on the mountain now. You are special. You are not special. So please be careful. Anyway, though, how do I usually put this one? Let's see, if you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. I'd like to thank you all at the beginning of late, but it's impossible for me to make habits. So if I forget, I forget. So I have to say it at the end. So hey, if you are a Patreon patron, thumbs up, thank you. You are beautiful. You are awesome. I cannot thank you enough. If you have left me a comment, I have been doing a whole lot better at answering way more comments than I have been of late. I've answered a lot of comments, so I hope to keep doing that as best I can. I've got to get the keyboard in such a way that I can use my hand on the keyboard without stressing out my arm, and I've almost been able to do that. Not perfectly. I can only do it for a while, but better than I have been. Thumbs up for that. And hey, I think I just said the whole comment thing. Thank you if you have left a comment. If I haven't answered one of yours, then my sincere apologies. I used to think YouTube showed me a fair number of the comments that were left for me on my various videos, and I have found out that that is nowhere near true. YouTube shows me just the barest minimum of comments that have ever been left on all the videos, and if I've never acknowledged one of yours, my sincere apologies. You gotta love automated routines. So, hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. If not, do not beat yourself up. That's not going to help, and it's not going to help. You won't do it better next time. You'll just end up beating yourself up again. So please don't. Now I'll say it again. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Not just one very, two varies. And on another day, possibly three. But for right now, just two. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's not like, I could spend all day talking about it. And it's pointless. You take care.